Hi, everyone. Hi. Welcome to the show. I'm really excited to be here. Today, we're going to be talking about our Vision 2030, and that's scaling for a new paradigm in commerce with About You. I'm Gurpeet Kaur. I'm the head of product marketing here at Scayle, and we're going to be joined by our wonderful customer, Tom Dupont, who's director of market operations and development from About You shortly, to talk you through some of the cool things that About You is doing on the Scayle platform. So I want to take a moment just to ground us around what's been going on in the past few years in e-commerce. It's been more turbulent than British weather, I would say. There was the e-com boom, then there was the post-COVID rush effect. We also saw stagnant growth in the e-commerce space. Everyone's really been struggling to keep up with all of these changes. Then we saw new market entries coming in from the east, from Shein and Temu, all the way to prominent bankruptcies like Farfetch. And then this huge focus on profitability just over the past few years. It's been a lot to deal with for retailers and brands like yourself. And the good news is that 2025 and beyond looks really promising. In fact, Euromonitor has said that the market will be returning to growth, and there's huge runway ahead for fashion and retail brands. In fact, online penetration is increasing across most of the regions, or every region you can see here, the US, China, the UK, and Europe. And there are many strong forces at play. So as retailers and brands, you've had to really move quickly to reach new demographics. The elderly started shopping online. The younger generation has higher expectations of the types of experiences that you should be providing to them. There's new technologies, right? So there's AI, there's hyper-personalisation. Everybody wants their data to be used so that you can connect with your customers in a better way. Cross-border, there's an expectation that you're available in every country and you are able to offer the same things that you offer across the board. And finally, regulations, things like Brexit, GDPR, have really been impacting the e-commerce experience and also the expectations and disappointments that customers are seeing when you're not available to them. And consumers in general, they're expecting way more than ever before, right? They want their experiences to be hyper-personalized. That's real-time personalization based on the needs of the consumers and their buying behaviors at that given time. They want you to be available on every channel. They want you to be there where demand is being generated, where they're feeling inspired, where you're scrolling through social media and you see something and you want to be able to buy it. There's social commerce, instant commerce, and then there's AR and VR. And then there's Gen AI. Customers want you to be able to provide really speedy customer service experiences, and they want you to do it in a way that's personalized to them. So there's all this new technology that's being able to be leveraged by retailers and brands like yourselves, and it's only going to get even more complex. In fact, by 2030, we can see a vision of what retail looks like and shopping online looks like. Imagine a day before you came here and your calendar was already uploaded to your magic mirror that you have at home, and they knew you were going to be coming to a conference. It'd be able to select a piece of clothing for you, for me to be a speaker here, an all-black ensemble like what I'm wearing today, which is not complex to pull together, but maybe the magic mirror would be able to do that for me. And for a hole in my socks, it might be able to order me some new socks directly from there. We might also see personalized in-store shopping breaks or VR shopping from your desk when you're having a break. Or if you're out for a run and you really want food to be delivered, real-time tracking of your food and being able to collect it whilst you're on your run. There's so many different possibilities. And finally, it could also be the option of being able to find and purchase the items that your favorite stars are wearing on Netflix. So this is just an idea of what's to come. But what is clear, it's going to be more personalized, more engaging, more connected experiences that your customers are going to be demanding. But when and how is a little bit foggy. So how can brands and retailers prepare? Well, we see this quite simply. For your business teams, we want to create a platform that your teams will love to use. That means customer-centric innovation. They need to be able to respond to the market really quickly and allocate resources to value-building experiences. And on the tech side, your tech team wants to be able to deliver those experiences quickly for the business teams, but they want to be focusing on the things that are really going to move the needle and deploy the resources and developers on experiences that are going to create profit for your business. And we think that Scayle is the way out of painful commerce. Where previously you had two options, you had the monolith, which is a 20-year-old technology, for example, that might have functions that you need, but it's really difficult to update, and it's hard to move fast to meet this vision for 2030. The opposite happened with microservices, which was really, really intuitive, however, at the same time, very complex and difficult to maintain. So the pendulum has swung to microservices, but we're seeing a lot of difficulty and this trough of disillusionment as customers are finding it really difficult to go live with microservice vendors. And that's where Scayle comes in. We are the Goldilocks, the happy middle between microservices and the monolith. And that's not in a negative way, but a really good thing, because we have all the modules that you need out of the box to be able to go live really, really quickly. PIM, order management, shop management, checkout, everything that you need to go live quickly. But also we give your developers the optionality to swap out different components, and with APIs and third parties, be able to really create that experience that is needed to grow your business. And Scayle's already enabling retailers and brands to execute on this 2030 vision today. In fact, we help Fielman with virtual try-on and image recognition. There's conversational shopping assistant Maya with About You, which Tom will speak about. We're able to help Bayern Munich to personalize their jerseys. And Captain & Son is using us for their social, is utilizing Scayle on the back end to support their social commerce. And leading brands are differentiating with Scayle. So we have Fielman, as I just mentioned. They've got 12,000 variants per item available on our site. The world's largest football club, Manchester United, is live with us in 150 countries. And finally, Europe's largest shoe retailer, Deichmann, is using us across 4,500 stores to connect the online and offline shopping experience. We are the fastest growing e-commerce platform in the world, and we're rated 100% of peers recommend us on Gartner Peer Insights. And there's one customer that I did leave out here because I'd love that to be the introduction to Tom, and that's the world's largest online fashion retail store for Gen Z and Gen Y, and that's About You. Welcome to the stage, Tom.
Thank you, Gurpeet, for that introduction. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here with you all today. My name is Tom. I am from About You. I'm the Director for Market Operations and Development. Maybe to begin, for those of you who don't know About You. About You is one of Europe's largest and fastest growing online fashion platforms. We have been around for 10 years. We were founded in 2014, and I've been a part of that company for the last 7 years of that. Meaning I've had the privilege to really watch the company grow from a startup into a fast-growing growth company to now leveling off and going into a more mature status. Over those 10 years, we've been able to thrive, and the reason is that we've invested and hold true to these 4 key pillars. Firstly, we've built an amazing assortment. We host over 4,000 top brands on our webshop, and in addition, about 10% of the assortment that we have is exclusive assortment, meaning you can only get it on About You via our various own labels, but also, and most importantly, by the collaborations that we do with opinion leaders, influencers, and celebrities such as Katy Perry, Bella Hadid, and Millie Bobby Brown, just to name a few. We are mobile born. I think nowadays, no surprise to everybody that the mobile is by far the most important device when it comes to converting and getting that e-commerce revenue. However, already 10 years ago, back when we were founded, our founders, they saw this trend emerging. And we've always been investing to create the strongest possible product with our app. We were one of the first companies to pioneer influencer marketing in fashion e-commerce. And even today, we now hold one of the largest databases for influencers, as well as we collaborate with over 1,000 influencers each month. And lastly, we are very proud of our vibrant community. We have over 12 million monthly active customers, and about 74% of those come to us through organic traffic, meaning we didn't have to spend any marketing dollars to get to them. Ever since our inception, we've been focused on trying to unlock the value in what we call the 3rd generation of e-commerce, This is the generation of customers who want to do more than just find and buy fashion. They want to experience and discover it in a way that you would when you're doing an offline shopping stroll through the high street. And the key to this, in our opinion, is by offering the most personalized and inspirational shopping experience, specifically also drilling it down to the app. By doing that, we've been able to grow substantially. So we've grown at a compound annualized growth rate of 63% over those 10 years to now host a gross transaction volume of over 5 billion annually. We've also expanded internationally quite heavily throughout that period, most notably between fiscal years 17-18 and 18-19, where we started to move out of the German-speaking markets, which are our home markets, so Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, into continental Europe. We are live today with fully localized shops in 28 different markets, and we are market leader in many of those. Unfortunately, we are not live in the UK yet, at least not with a localized proposition, but who knows what the future will hold, especially as we learned from Gurpeet, the customer strength is coming back, or we do hope customer strength is coming back, and also there will be opportunities for us here in the UK. Now, we talked a little bit about what the customer vision of 2030 could look like. Also, we from About You are very much focused on what is that going to look like exactly, so what do we need to invest our resources in today in order to make sure we are prepared for that future. And there are 3 initiatives that we are actively working on today that I want to take you through in the next couple minutes. The first is our in-app personalization. So I already highlighted, we try to offer the most personalized and inspirational shopping experience. I think in a minute I will show you a short demonstration, and hopefully it will become clear in what way exactly we try to engage with the customer on this deeper level. Secondly is live shopping. This is one that I'm personally very excited about, as we've been working on that for the past 2 years, and it's something that we see a lot of traction still in and a lot of potential to the future. And lastly, AI remains the name of the game, also for us at About You, especially as now we are moving a bit out of the hype and we are rather going into usability, so we're really seeing in what way AI can help to unlock value for About You. So with that, let's start by having a brief look at our app.
Personalization onto our users' smartphones. Let's get into this walkthrough of the app and explore its main features and benefits. First things first. We have more than 45 million monthly active users, and therefore more than 45 million individual front ends, meaning every user has their own unique About You experience. From the moment you, as the user, open the app, it's about you, or in this case, about Julia. But personalization doesn't end there. Every single detail is tailored towards each user. Let's start with the shop section, where you can see the latest updates from brands you follow, like Levi's. With just one click, you'll see all the new products from your favorite brand, from around 3,800 in total. To further create a smooth shopping experience, the app will only show you pieces that are relevant to the user, based on their personal style and size. This is especially helpful when trying to avoid unnecessary returns in an attempt to be kinder to our planet. Our app will let you know which size of each piece will fit your body type best, and even determine the likelihood in percentages. Here, with a high probability of 81%, this shirt will fit Julia just right. Besides personalization, About You is all about offering the kind of fashion inspiration you'll usually find in your downtown shopping stroll, but online. The content can range from outfit inspiration and the latest trends to fashion stories and new releases. It creates a fear of missing out on brands and items that I, as the user, might already like, or those that are recommended to me. With the hashtag Fashion Update, we offer our customers the weekly dose of the latest must-have pieces, curated just for you. Every week, our fashion experts curate 100 fashion pieces based on your preferred brands, categories, and previous purchases. The Discover section is also a favorite amongst our users. It's where you can find all of the outfits that have been put together for About You exclusively. But this is not all. To make your online shopping stroll as inspirational as possible, the About You live shopping experience provides you the latest styles in a live stream by your favorite idols. Furthermore, you can check out our exclusive drops and a great variety of collections we create together with our international and national personalities, artists, and celebrities such as musicians, actors, and athletes. With its personalized and inspirational content, About You guarantees a smooth shopping experience, as if the app was specifically about you.
Great. So I hope that small demonstration made it clear that we really put a lot of emphasis in trying to engage with the customer on that deeper, more personalized level. But of course, at the end of the day, that's not all we want to do. We also want to make sure we get that conversion. And one of the key ways in which we do this is through what we call highly personalized coupons. And the way this works in practice is that each week, customers are assigned 5 coupons unique to their customer behavior. So based on the product detail pages you visited, based on the items you've added to your wish list, or in general, the items that you bought with us in the past, we're going to assign you 5 coupons that we believe you will like. In addition, you can win 1 more coupon each day via a slot machine system. So we are creating a fear of missing out effect, as those coupons will expire either within 7 days or 24 hours. There is that incentive for customers to come back, if not on a daily basis, then at least on a weekly basis, and discover what kind of personalized discounts are available to me today. Once these coupons are activated, during the shop journey, it also becomes clear which items these coupons are applicable to. So you can quite easily pick them out, and it also leaves room for us to leave certain trending top sellers out of the discount. Lastly, within the basket, then customers are able to mix and match and combine different coupons, 1 coupon per item, to really leave the shop journey and complete their order feeling that they have made the best deal for them personally. By doing this, in just 6 months, we've seen outstanding results. So we have issued over 1.2 billion coupons in that time, but much more importantly, we have seen an increase in our conversion rate by 19%, coupled with an increase in the profitability by 10% when comparing these hyper-personalized coupons to more traditional voucher-based discounts. Second thing I want to talk to you about today, this is our live shopping. Now, I think you're all familiar with the concept of live shopping. It came to us a bit by storm a few years ago, especially on the back of popularity from the Asian world. And we, from About You, we looked at this and we said, hey, there's actually really a lot to like here. Because it is real time, it's interactive, it's inspirational, it's advisory, and it fits the About You narrative. Now, what we thought is there a way in which we can leverage our influencer database and our customer database to the fullest to really take full advantage of this? And this is where we brought the native component into the story. Essentially, what we tried to do is make it possible for influencers, whether small, medium, or large, to broadcast directly from their home environment to the About You app, and via the About You app also to our Instagram channels, to our mobile and desktop devices. So they could host live shopping shows without needing to be in an expensive studio setup. And that's exactly what we did. And luckily for us, it also worked out to a point where now we have been able to scale this to hosting over 60 to 80 shows each month. And we're seeing tremendous results from this as well. Some of the learnings that we have is that the scalability and the concept of scalability is definitely possible. But there is a big caveat that we need to allow the room for the influencers to be authentic, which meaning we need to give them the space to choose the outfits, to choose the pieces as they would want to compile them, and to allow them to engage with their audience the way that they are used to engaging. So we, from About You, cannot dictate how the live shopping show should look like. If we do this, however, we see that via this direct engagement and this ability to now introduce a real-time component within the e-commerce shopping journey, we really get a lot faster towards that conversion in the end, and we get customers to really interact with the live shopping system. Customers who use live shopping are on average also 50% more likely to return back to the shop within the next 3 months, so this is a nice extra takeaway. Lastly then, I want to talk to you about our AI initiatives, more specifically about Maya. What is Maya? Maya is About You's AI-enabled shopping assistant. Essentially, what it creates is a visual search for customers to interact with a chatbot and get recommendations based on your desires, your needs for certain products. It's based on large language models, just as ChatGPT, and you may have seen this already either advertised via press releases or live also on other web shops. Now, interestingly enough, what we found is that Maya is not really working. So customers don't really want to engage with this shopping assistant, at least not yet. The barriers for interaction are still too big. So simply replacing this search functionality with a chatbot is not good enough. We really need to go deeper. Maya, in short, needs to become smarter and needs to have more anticipative powers to really make this a useful customer experience feature. You see here, only about 1% of customers who engaged with Maya, means opening up the chatbot and talking to Maya, ended up even adding a product to the wish list. So this is a very, very low success rate. Now, while Maya's not working yet, we do have many other places where AI is already helping us unlock value, especially within the back office. For example, generative AI is helping us to save money on photo shoots and within audio tutorials. Within our customer services as well, chatbot obviously reducing the need for human interaction, but also helping us just to classify tickets better so that everything becomes a bit more efficient. Within the product data management teams as well, image recognition via AI, making it possible to avoid human interactions or needing somebody to go through the products and confirm that indeed this is a variant of pink, for example, and much more. Now, these were just 3 of the initiatives that we are working on today. In short, we don't have a crystal ball either, so we don't know exactly what the future is going to bring and what 2030 is going to look like. But we believe that as retailers and as brands, we need to continue to do what we do best, which is to listen to the customer. We try out these different features, these new technologies as they are emerging, test them with a data approach, and then if it works, we continue to build and develop on that. And that's exactly what we as About You are able to do thanks to Scayle. Scayle is there in the end for us to make sure that the back end is covered, that all the functionalities that we need are there, so that we can really focus on optimizing the engagement with the customer and getting that conversion rate improved. I hope that was insightful for you. If there are any other questions, I'll be happy to take them also here on the expo, and you can come visit us at the Scayle booth in the expo a little bit further. I believe it's L12, the booth. Thanks so much for your attention.